Now, in this first part, I'd like to ask you some questions about yourself. Let's talk about your work. Where do you work?
I work part-time in a record shop.
Do you enjoy your work?
Yes, very much.
Why?
It's an interesting job because I get to deal with members of the public, and they're often quite colourful characters, and I like my boss.
What kinds of tasks do you have to do at work?
Sometimes I have to open the shop, I have a set of keys, I have to deal with the public and sell them the records, and sometimes I have to place orders for records that we don't have.
Have you ever been late for work?
Yes, not often, but I was once very late.
Okay. I'd like to move on now to talk about fashion. Tell me about the popular clothes and fashions in your country.
That's quite difficult because people have different tastes, but younger people tend to wear a lot of denim, which you wouldn't see on somebody who's, say, 60 or 70 years old.
And what sort of fashion shops do you have in your country?
Again, quite a variety. There's big chain stores, and there's also smaller, more independent shops.
Have fashions changed very much since you were younger?
I think they have changed quite a lot, but it's interesting to see how some fashions reappear maybe 20 years later.
Is it important for you to be in fashion?
Yes, not desperately so, but I do like to be quite fashionable.
Okay, let's move on to the topic of the internet. How often do you use the internet?
I'd say I use it almost every day, but mainly just in the evenings.
Does everyone in your family use the internet?
Yes, well, everybody apart from my dad. He doesn't like it very much, but we're slowly persuading him to use it more.
What do you use the internet for?
I use it mainly to check my emails. I've got friends all around the world, so I like to keep in touch with them by email. And I also use the net to look up information.
When did you last use the internet?
I used it last night. I needed some travel information. I'm thinking about flying to America next year. And I also had some work to do on my history project.